Good afternoon everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Sophie and I would love it if you click that big red subscribe button down below and turn on that notification bell as well so that you never miss a video. Now today I'm in Medellín, Colombia. I'm staying here for 4 nights. I feel like so many people stay here longer than that and I could probably end up staying here longer than that and loving it too. We'll see, but I can't because I don't have enough days free in my itinerary to stay longer, unfortunately. But who knows, maybe I'll get to return one day if I love it. But anyway, I've just checked into my hostel. I'm staying in Los Patios Hostel. I'm staying in like a 6-bed female dorm with a balcony. This was actually an upgrade. I was meant to be in like a mixed dorm, 4 beds, which is weird because I usually book female and I thought I had booked a female, but they told me I was meant to be in a mixed one. And I mean, maybe I did. Maybe it was, maybe I didn't want to pay the extra price for the female dorm. Yeah, I was meant to stay there. But they said they just painted the room and it smelled a bit, so they let me know the day in advance that if I wanted to I could have this upgrade, which obviously I said yes to. So yeah, it's currently like 3 p.m, so it's a little late for lunch, but I haven't had lunch. So there's loads of cafes. They're probably going to be quite expensive because this area is quite touristy, but there's loads of cafes right there. It's probably going to be easy just to go there, I think, and get some food. And then I think I want to check out the rooftop pool, but also at some point I need to go to the other rooftop because there's 2 rooftops and one of them they have an Independence Day party. So I think I'll be staying kind of in the hostel today because I don't really have that long left anyway. Maybe go out later for dinner, and then yeah, like tomorrow I have many more exciting plans and we'll be exploring the city a bit more.
I forgot to film lunch as I was absolutely starving as it was quite late in the afternoon at this point, but for dinner I went to a place called Mamacita, which was super close to the hostel and offered a lot of Colombian dishes whilst feeling quite modern, and it was very lively as well. Only thing is, I felt a bit lonely whilst I was there. Would have liked to have been there with a friend.
Good afternoon everyone, it's my first full day in Medellín and I'm only just talking to the camera. I went on the commuter tracing tour this morning. I went to really get your guide. I'll leave the link down below if you're interested. It is a affiliate link, but yeah, I do recommend the tour. The only thing is, it did say like it's a graffiti, street food, like cable car. Cable car's free anyway, turns out. Okay. Sí, es una heladería. Heladería. Helado.
Ella me explica.
¿Perdona?
Ella me explica ya.
Sí, ella.
Yo te interrumpo pasando.
¿Sí puedes pasar para comprar helado? Sí. I'm not really quite sure what she was saying to me, even though I speak Spanish because of the accent. I'm completely lost now, so I'm just going to insert some footage from Computer Tracing Tour and yeah, add voiceovers because I can't remember what I was talking about.
Not long after riding the cable car up, I was able to witness one of the dance performances I had seen all over social media when planning my trip. Comuna 13 in Medellín was once known as the most dangerous neighbourhood in the world, deeply affected by violence in the late 90s and early 2000s. But today, art has become a powerful force of transformation. The graffiti that covers the walls tells stories of resilience, memory and hope. Hip-hop, street dance and music along with tourism have created opportunities for young people and given the community a new voice. When travelling, I believe it's vital to learn about the dark history of the places we visit and also, of course, the current political situations as well. And it was great to see the positive change in the area. It was a great way to spend half a day and I enjoyed having a beer and overlooking the view of the comuna at the end to finish it all off.
But anyway, I finished the tour. And I thought it would finish there and I'd walk around a little bit by myself afterwards, but actually they brought us all the way back to El Poblado where we started, and yeah, like the metro and everything that was included in with the price we paid for the tour. So I ended up going to a supermarket, not supermarket, a shopping centre, which sounds weird when like I've not come all the way to Medellín to do that, but sorry, I keep getting distracted whilst vlogging. I don't know what I was talking about. I just saw some people I met in Salento and was with in Harlem that are staying in a different hostel. So I was just chatting to them for a bit. But yeah, I ended up going to a supermarket. No, not a supermarket, a shopping centre. Now I know I've not come to Medellín to go to a shopping centre, but I needed something for I needed an SD card like adapter, because I didn't bring my laptop with me, thinking that I could use the app, the camera app. Turns out I need to update my camera, and to update my camera I need to put the SD card into a computer, so I was like, it's just easier to get a whole adapter, and I've literally been waiting to come to Medellín to get it. So I went to this like shopping centre near the metro station that the tour guide recommended, but it was so bizarre because it was a shopping centre, but it was literally just for like technology. It was just like phone stores everywhere. And I went into like one phone store and I asked, they didn't have one, but they took me to their friend's store and asked them for me, and they didn't have one. Then I went to another store and I was like, I don't think you have what I want, but this is what I want, and they just shook their head. And finally I went to a fourth store and I was like, I don't think you have what I want. I was looking, and obviously they like see you and they're like, oh, buenos dias. He finally said, oh, if you see that place over there, there's a camera store opposite, and of course the camera store had one for 100,000 pesos, so 100,000 pesos, which is about like £18.60. I'm assuming I probably would have got one between 15 to 20 quid on Amazon anyway, I'm not sure, so I guess it's about fair price to pay. But he wasn't even going to give me a receipt. I was like, me pones un recibo? Like, what if it doesn't work, you know? But yeah, it was so bizarre, and like it was literally just all like technology stores and then like a food court. And technology stores, yeah, and a food court. I honestly think if I didn't speak Spanish, I wouldn't have been able to get what I needed. But yeah, and I've just stopped off to have an ice cream at this lovely place, Heladeria Maria, I think it's called. I had 2 scoops. I highly recommend the brownie. That was one of the scoops I had. We'll definitely come back here for a brownie ice cream. Yeah, I think I'm going to head up to the hostel rooftop. It's funny, the guys aren't staying in my hostel, but they were like, oh, I think we're going to go to your rooftop. So yeah, maybe everyone goes to Los Patios rooftop for the pool, so I'm going to head back there. Yeah, and I guess I'll see them in a bit after they've had lunch. They just invited me to go have lunch with them, but I literally already ate an empanada and ice cream, so I'm like, that's me like done for a few hours. No more food for a while. Good morning everybody, so I've come on a tour to Guatapé, where you can find the famous Peñol, Piedra de Peñol, Peñol rock, essentially a giant rock with 740 stairs, and I'm currently attempting to climb all those stairs to get to the top for an epic view. Currently just climbed 100 stairs. As you can tell, already starting to lose my breath. But yeah, they mark along the way how many steps you're out, which is good, I think, because it can motivate you when you get close. You know you've not got much further to go. 325. Still plenty to go. 150. Completely out of breath. Almost there. Si se puede. Largo y empinado. Okay. Okay, I've made it up to 650. It's a little bit further to go for the lookout, but I think I'm gonna have some water and then do it. Oh, just a quick slip. Then I'm gonna go to the lookout. Got this. A little treat for making it to the top. 10 meal paces for a maracuya. What's it called? Pichete? Oh, I can't remember it. It's like a little ice cream thing. The pot. With a... Oh my god, I can't get it out. I placed it yesterday. Life's too short. It's good. But I guess more like a frozen yogurt type thing. It's very good. I've had loads of people recommend the mango ones, but I hate to say this, admit this, but I'm not a huge fan of mango. But the passion fruit. Huge fan of passion fruit. Okay, so we now have like 40 minutes of free time just to walk around and explore the actual town of Guatapé itself. We had like a 20-minute tour of the town explaining like Los Zócalos, which are like the little paintings you see at the bottom of each building, and talking about like a monument as well in one of the walls with the donkey and the man. But yeah, I can definitely see why people recommend coming here and staying the night to skip the crowds, because I want to take photos, and everywhere I try and take a photo there's someone in the background of my photo, you know. But I just didn't feel like I had enough time to spend a whole night here in my itinerary, because I only have 3 weeks, and like Medellín I'm only spending 4 nights, and some people literally stay for weeks because some people love it that much. I've stayed for 4 weeks, which I feel like is like the absolute minimum you can stay, so I didn't want to spend one of those 4 nights in another town. It's just easier to do a day trip and leave that back in the evening, because I still need to go out. I've not been out yet. I mean, as you can hear, I still have a blocked nose and stuff from that cold that I came down with in Medellín. So that's kind of why I've not been out yet, but I've got 2 nights left. And it's like I have to go out whilst I'm going in, because I've just heard so many good things about it. I have to like explore the nightlife, even if it's just one time. Yeah, even if it's just once. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get some photos here with what I'm going about in the background. Everyone, so today is unfortunately my final day in Medellín. Still a couple of things I'd like to do here, but I guess if I return to Colombia, there's a high chance I'm probably going to stop off in Medellín anyway, so I can do those things then. Yeah, currently I'm at Plaza Botero, which is the square in Medellín that has loads of the Botero statues. Now this isn't the only place you can find Botero statues. We did a free walk. I did a free walking tour through the hostel. Well, I joined a free walking tour through the hostel this morning.
Hi, my darling. I know. Hi, here.
And scared the life out of me. And we went to another like square where there was 3 statues and one that had basically been like bombed, and 23 people died when they put that bomb in the statue so that it would go off in that square. So yeah, then Botero built a new bird to replace it, and then 2 others there, and then 20 here to represent the 23 people who passed away. So yeah, I've just been inside like the palace here. This is like it's almost like a museum. It didn't really feel like a museum because like the top floor has a nice terrace, and then I was making my way down, and like the next 2 floors there was just nothing there. There were doors with numbers that were either closed, or if they were open they had people sitting working on them on computers, working in them on computers. And then finally I got to like the 1st floor, and there was like art and stuff. But yeah, it's meant to be like, I think it's like the centre for like heritage and culture for Instituto. So it's the Institute for Culture and Heritage of, and I've already forgotten where we are. Antioquia? Oh my god, this is embarrassing. The region that Medellín is in. Yeah, so I'm not sure like how much I'd recommend it, but it's free, so if you're here, it's like you may as well, because just the view from the top is nice in itself. But yeah, all the information in the museum was in Spanish, so if you don't speak Spanish, you're not going to know what you're looking at when it comes to like, that art and stuff. Yeah, I'm going to go get a drink now because I'm absolutely parched. I'm just not drunk enough today. I got a drink in the free walking tour and I didn't like it. I got a pineapple juice with milk instead of water, and it tasted sour. And I was like, isn't pineapple meant to be sweet? So then I was getting really worried that the milk was off, so I threw it away. That wasteful, but I just couldn't, I don't know why it was so sour.
Afterwards, I headed back to the area of Poblado, where I stopped off at a cafe on the same street as my hostel for una limonada before heading out on a street food tour organised by the hostel, which was free to join. We just paid for what we ate, which I thought was great because it made it accessible to backpackers and travellers on tight budgets as well, and we were able to try lots of different dishes. For example, I tried this cheese arepa with condensed milk. I'd had arepas before, but always either stuffed or like the type they have at breakfast. My favourite dish was the papa rellena, which was actually the first dish that I showed you. I believe it actually came to Colombia from Peru. I'm struggling to remember as I am editing this video months late. I'm very behind on editing, but I do still have more content from Colombia to share. I have forgotten to film an outro, yes, so this is my outro now. So do subscribe if you want to see more videos from Colombia. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!